All right, folks, use hashtag NBA Draft to get your questions on the show. We'll focus now on the draft side of things. So focus on the draft questions. We went through free agency stuff earlier. It is draft time now. Keep those questions coming. Hashtag NBA or hashtag NBA Draft there in the comment section. From Will Walter, where do you see Rui Hachimura going?
Yeah, I mean, we just talked about the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, at 11, they love the guy. And his floor, really, I think, is Minnesota. But if it's after that, then Charlotte at 12, too, is great. I love Hachimura. I mean, coming in, there was talk of him being top 5. That fell off. He's a little older guy. I get that. And he is a top-tier, older prospect. I really, really like Rui Hachimura. I think he can do a lot of versatile things. His biggest problem is he is a little undersized.
Who do you like more, Hachimura or Brandon Clark? That's a tough one, right? Because I'm pretty sure they're like right next to each other on your board, right?
I do. I have them going 11 and 12. I think Rui Hachimura goes to the Timberwolves, and then I've got Brandon Clark. I got him projected going to the Hornets at 12. I'm more excited to watch Brandon Clark at the next level because he's an explosive athlete. But I think Hachimura will be the better player long term.
Again, folks, keep those questions and comments coming using hashtag NBA. See some coming in. I appreciate that. Timberpuppy Xbox says number 11 for Nassir Little.
Again, I think anything that, in the lottery is risky, but 11, I guess, is fine. Now, the Timberwolves, no, because they have the 11th overall pick.
Wiggins, that's kind of the same.
Right. I mean, it's the same kind of upside and all that kind of stuff. So, no, number 11, no. I think anything past 12 is good for Nassir Little.
All right, from Zachary Zorin, this draft isn't weak. This draft has a lot of future Hall of Famers. Okay, Zach, let us know in the chat who the future Hall of Famers are.
Hey, Zach, if you say anybody like Tacko Fall, then your opinion doesn't count.
You should have baited him into saying Tacko Fall, Zach. Come on, Jimmy, there. You got to get used to it. All right, from Common Nooblet, speaking of Tacko Fall, where do you see him going? He also asked, who do you think will take Tacko Fall? So it's kind of the same question.
So I'll go 2 for 1. I think he goes in that 55 to 60 range, which means the very end of the NBA draft. And
that's the New York Knicks, at least for now. This is the order there. The Knicks, the Clippers, the Pelicans, the Warriors, the Raptors, and the Sacramento Kings.
So I hope it's the Clippers.
Barring trades.
I hope it's the Clippers and they go Boban Marjanovic and Tacko Fall and they run the front court, the biggest front court in the world right there with them. But in all reality, Tacko Fall should be undrafted, man. I mean, he is an undrafted guy. See what he can do in the Summer League, and hopefully he picks up a G League contract.
You're going to make him big mad, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because it's not 1980 anymore.
Right.
Like, Bol Bol, or not Bol Bol, Tacko Fall, as I mix up my big man, Tacko Fall can't just hang out in the paint.
No. There's a 3-second rule.
He will get destroyed on every single pick and roll. He just can't move enough.
No. And he can't. The dude's free throw, his whole form is broke, dude. I wish I could reenact it if you guys want to see from the side here. It's like, and then it finished up here. It goes side, and then
so it's like Charles Barkley's golf swing, but as a free throw shot.
Yeah, it's like he has the yips at the free throw line.
Exactly, Charles Barkley. Now on the plus side, I do think Tacko can carve out a role as like a 5-minute per game big man who just gets rebounds and can block some shots, but you've got to put him up against another equally immobile big man as well, otherwise he's just going to get destroyed.
Yeah, like let Marjanovic and him go back to back.
All right, from NastiestMan 101, the Wizards should take Bol Bol.
At 9?
No, not at 9.
No, man, they should not. Now, if he was maybe the 234 and didn't have the foot injury, sure, give it to him. Yeah, absolutely, but he does have that problem. Let the Wizards take someone, like, guess who I'm going to say? Sekou Doumbouya.
Of course. You want him to go with every single team out there.
I know.
All right, from Look At Me, we are looking at you, yet you have no profile pic, so that's kind of weird there. Wiggins equals RJ Barrett. That's some similar in their play style there. Similarities, excuse me.
Similar, but I think Barrett's already more built than Andrew Wiggins was coming out, and so he'll already be a better defender. And he's a better ball handler than Andrew Wiggins. So I disagree with you there. I think he could be similar playing style. That is a good. I don't know. I kind of back and forth on it now.
I actually kind of appreciate that one.
Come back to me next year.
Next year? Oh, okay. Total cop-out answer there. All right, from Someone's Cloak, should the Hornets trade up?
Yeah, they should do whatever they can to get some more talent in Charlotte. But it's going to be interesting. I don't know what you really package together to move up. Maybe you do give up Bridges or Malik Monk or something like that.
The Hornets also have number 36 overall. So
12 and 36. I guess that could move you up.
I think they also have 52.
Interesting.
So I mean maybe you can move up higher into round 2, but I just don't know how much you're going to get there.
So should they? Yes. I just don't know if they'll be able to. They have been taking calls on that though.
All right, Justin Plummer. Who are the second-round steals in this year's draft?
I'll give you a few. Admiral Schofield out of Tennessee
is
an explosive athlete, a great shooter, and an upperclassman kind of guy that's going to fall. I really love him. Dylan Windler. I did my homework on your guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Out of Belmont, and dear Lord, that guy can shoot.
That's my
dude.
He's
got a 37-inch vertical.
That's my dude, yeah.
Okay, so
he's
Dylan
not much
Windler,
of a side-to-side guy, but he jumps and he shoots. So, I mean, what more do I need?
Yeah, I like him a lot. Daniel Gafford out of Arkansas is a big leaper that is projected to fall that far, ironically. Kai Bowman out of Boston College is an explosive athlete and a great defensive guy. Chuma Okeke, because of his ACL injury, is probably going to fall. And if he gets healthy, that's good. Outside of that, I'm trying to think of some other guys. Luka Samanic could technically fall out of Croatia. I don't think he will.
He's required to go to the Dallas Mavericks. They have to have both players named Luka. Otherwise, what's the point?
Exactly. I've seen some people say Carson Edwards. I don't think he goes in the second round. I think he'll be an early to late second or 20 round.
But if he does, yes. He qualifies there for sure. Yep. All right, from Chris Jones, who has the biggest upside in this year's draft class?
Man, that's really that's a good question. Ja Morant, honestly. I think there's a lot of untapped potential with Ja Morant.
I'm still going to go with Zion.
Well, yeah.
Namely because what if he can become a 37% three-point shooter?
Yeah, then he's an MVP
then he's
player.
Unbelievably good. Or even like a 35% three-point shooter. So 33%, whatever you want it to be.
If we're going outside the top two.
That's fair.
If we're going outside the top two, Kevin Porter Jr., I don't love him. I think people have been going crazy about him. But his upside is pretty insane. Like, the stuff that he can do on the court when he's got it, Kevin Porter Jr. could be a guy.
Kind of surprised you didn't go with Sakudim.
I almost said it, and then I was like, wait, I've said his name 18 times on this show.
You have said it quite a bit there. All right, next up from Terrence, T123. Should Phoenix take Darius Garland or Coby White?
I like Coby White in Phoenix better. I think Darius Garland being score first is too repetitive with Devin Booker. So you get a guy that can play defense and can distribute the ball at a high level like Coby White can. Darius Garland, just too repetitive with Devin Booker for me.
All right. From Noam Raz, which wing do you think is going to fall to the Hawks at number 8? That's kind of like the big question for me because, of course, you're going to see Zion and Morant and Barrett go off the board. Those are your top 3 picks. I think in some order then Darius Garland is gone. I think Coby White goes early. I think Jarrett Culver goes there too, and then maybe it's some combination of DeAndre Hunter or Cam Reddish, but I think Reddish is the most likely there. Right?
Yeah. I think DeAndre Hunter is the better player. I think he actually will be the better player at the next level for the majority of their career, if not their whole career. But I do think they end up taking Cam Reddish, which is a great pick. I mean, don't get me wrong. Just because I don't love him and think he has bust potential means he's not a great pick.
But the upside, too.
The upside's insane.
Yeah. All right, from Matt Vogel, if the Pelicans keep number 4, where do you see them going?
Jarrett Culver.
Yeah.
Please take Jarrett Culver. He should not get passed up on that far down. You go Drew Holiday, Lonzo Ball, Jarrett Culver, Zion Williamson, and whoever your center is next year.
And you can play him small ball. He can play 2 or 3 in reality.
Yeah.
And you can even give him some point guard reps if you need to.
And if not him, DeAndre Hunter should be the number 4 pick, I think. Yeah. I truly believe that.
How about a small ball unit of Lonzo, Drew Holiday, Culver, Ingram, and Zion at center? And Ingram, it's skinny.
I forgot they had Brandon Ingram.
Except for Zion, it's skinny.
I kind of forgot they had Brandon Ingram for a second. I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
And it's, hopefully the spacing ends up working out okay, given some issues there with the scoring, but it's a fun idea there. All right, Craig Becker, who should the 76ers draft?
They got Sixers at the 24th pick.
And all kinds of second-round picks because that's what they do.
Yes, I believe they have back-to-back picks in the second round or something like that.
33 and 34.
A guy like Taylor Horton-Tucker kind of makes some sense, a wing-type player. You got to get someone that can also make a three-point shot.
How about Cameron Johnson?
Yeah, I think I might have had Cameron Johnson going there in my last mock. I cannot remember. But Cameron Johnson possibly. Tyler Hero, if he's available at 24, would be good for them. Someone who can shoot. Maybe Hero is a replacement for J.J. Redick if they don't want to pay him.
Good to do. All right, Chris Jones back again. Is Cam Reddish overrated?
No. I'll say no.
I think he's properly rated.
Yeah, I think that's right. His boomer bust potential is just so high that you can't really tell yet. So I'll say no for now because of what I do believe he can be.
All right, from Someone's Cloak, he's back again here. Could Carson Edwards be a potential steal?
Yeah, Carson Edwards was probably one of my favorite players to watch in college last season. He's going to be a great scorer off the bench. I don't think he'll be like a starting point guard in the NBA. but a six-man type role for sure.
The comparison is a high ceiling one, but Lou Williams is the type of player I think he can be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe not as good, but
that role, even at the highest level that JJ Barea played at when he was
Fred
good.
VanVleet.
Oh, Fred VanVleet's a perfect one as well. Yeah, I like Carson Edwards.
All right, next up from Jaden Black, who should the Mavericks select?
So 37th overall. Let me give you a name. This is another second-round steal type guy. Louis King out of Oregon. Same measurements as Cam Reddish. I think he can be the same kind of player. He's got some attitude issues. That's the only thing. So Louis King, Admiral Schofield out of Tennessee is one that I really like there. Kai Bowman if they want to go the point guard route. Lucas Samanic if he's available. And then Daniel Gafford or Bruno Fernando are also kind of guys that I like for them. One more I'll throw at you. Nick Claxton out of Georgia.
That's your new guy there.
Slowly becoming my guy. He has all the potential to be a point center in the NBA. He's just a little out of control right now. But Nick Claxton, look him up. You'll like what you see.
I've kind of looked a little bit more into the FSU center. Pardon me as I try to get through the pronunciation here. Fiondu Cabagnale is his name.
Cabangeli.
Oh, yeah, Cabagnale. You're right. Cabagnale. It's right in front of me. I don't know how I got that one.
Mitchell Rins coming at you.
Yeah, he doesn't even know about that part yet. The FSU center I'm intrigued by as well, just to give a more typical five to play alongside Kristaps Porzingis there.
Could I give one more?
Yes.
And he can also be a potential second-round steal. This isn't just for the Mavs. KZ Okpala out of Stanford.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A really fun guy to watch as well.
Cabagnale. Okay. Common Nooblet, what do you think R.J. Barrett's ceiling is? Man, I'm on fire right now.
Tom is on a roll. R.J. Barrett.
The T kind of looked like an L from back here. It said Barrett. Yeah, I know. It's been rough. Sorry, guys.
As a player, he can be really, really good. I think Paul George is also, I know we gave that comparison for Cam Reddish.
Might make more sense for R.J.
Also makes sense for R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett's, I think, ceiling is a guy that you give the ball to and can go get you a bucket, and he's not a first option necessarily, if that makes sense.
Okay. From Tyrone Coben, Clippers trade Lou Will and T-Rez, he means Montrezl Harrell, to get into the first round. You're shaking your head no, and I agree with you.
No. 2 Sixth Man of the Year awards. To get into the first round, you hope for a Sixth Man of the Year candidate, and that's 2 that you already have on your team. Don't do that. Unless you can, for some reason, get into the lottery, then maybe.
And I can maybe see Atlanta doing that. Don't know if that fits their timeline quite that well, but yeah, I don't think that makes a lot of sense there. All right, Tyson Warren. Should the Kings trade into the first round with their late second-round picks? Well, they've got, let me pull it up here. They've got 40 and 47 and 60. Does that get you into the first?
Yeah, I actually think it does.
Okay.
I think a team like Cleveland could end up taking that with their 26th pick. Maybe even a San Antonio or Milwaukee. San Antonio's got 2 first-round picks.
What about a team like Milwaukee who tries to trade down and just add draft and stash? They don't have to take on the salary quite yet.
Milwaukee also wants to dump Tony Snell and Ersan Ilyasova, so if the Kings are willing to take that on, it makes some sense. So should they? Yeah, and I actually think there's a really good possible route because, picks 40, 47, and 60. 60 is not going to get you anything, but 40 and 47 in this draft aren't terrible.
All right, how about Bawana Beast? Any undrafted free agents that you like?
Can I say Tacko Fall?
I was going to say Tacko Fall, actually, funny enough.
Kyle Guy out of Virginia is probably going to be an undrafted guy. I've seen Marquise Bolden and Delorier out of Duke are 2 guys that entered the draft that might not get drafted. And then Kerwin Roach out of Texas is another guy.
He's really helped himself out in the pre-draft process, so I kind of think someone takes a flyer on him. But Jordan Bone out of Tennessee is a really super athletic guy, and that's the guy that, I'll try him. Why not?
Yeah.
See what happens there. All right, from You Said So, can the Hornets do anything besides Kemba at all? Please give me hope. So let's give him hope here, Jimmy, with this answer.
Is it better just to be quiet if I can't give them any hope?
No, because that's also not giving them hope here.
No, they can't. So I was just telling Tom this. Even if Kemba Walker takes a veteran minimum salary next year, they can only sign guys to the mid-level exception. So the only thing they can do is in the draft, and it's like a Brandon Clark type guy, which is really exciting. I think Hornet fans should be excited about that.
Right, from J.R. Samad, do you think Bol Bol and Colin Sexton could work well? If they're healthy, yes.
Yeah, I do think so. I don't think he should be the 5th pick. If he's available there at 26, then sure. But can they work? Yes. Should they take him that high? Absolutely not.
All right, so folks, that was our live Q&A. If you missed any of our other segments, we will put this on loop here for you guys, so stay tuned for that here on Chat Sports.